Today is my first hands-on impressions of Medieval Dynasty New Settlement on MetaQuest. It's a very popular and very well received building and survival game, but the VR version is built from the ground up for VR. Now personally I've not played the flat version, but I have played many VR survival games, and to be fair it's a pretty standard affair in terms of interaction. The book you pull out from your wrist will tell you what resources you need, and then you need to grab the pieces you need from your backpack and you make it. It's pretty simple, and that goes the same for any of the buildings. In the 3 to 4 hours I made myself a home, so I have somewhere to eat, cook meals and store items, because your backpack has a weight limit. In the difficulty level I selected, which is medium, things like hunger and thirst were pretty forgiving, giving you ample time to explore the map, meet other townsfolk and do the missions that provide you with blueprints to make better equipment, and things like a well, which provides not only you with water but the workers you can employ, and then they can get the resources for you. So basically you have to hunt and gather resources to survive, but this isn't just about survival. It's about thriving and creating a dynasty, as the title suggests. Making a home, creating a living and even starting a family, because eventually you will die. And unless you have a child, from what I can tell so far, that could be the end of the game. So once I got the VR interactions down, what I found was a deep and not threatening lifestyle game. The only real threats I come across were simply boars and wolves trying to attack me. There was a bear at one stage, but I literally had no idea how much damage he could do to me, so I made sure to avoid him. The graphics are good on Quest, but it does have some heavy use of asynchronous space warp in some areas, and it can look pretty jittery depending on what's going on, but the frame rate is really high. I wouldn't say the graphics are amazing, but this is an open world and there's no loading unless you enter a cave or fast travel to another destination. And unlike some other games on Quest, the worlds look pretty populated. There's tons of plants, trees, wildlife running around like foxes, badgers, pigs, chickens, boars, wolves, bears, deer and more. And apparently there is someone in the village that actually breeds animals. I don't know if you can breed them yourself, but that apparently is a thing in this game. There was a couple of points I did feel a bit overwhelmed, but I think that's more because this isn't normally my style of game. Whenever I play these games, normally the tutorial just makes me not want to play it because it just seems like there's so much to learn. But this game, in adventure mode at least, takes you through all the necessary steps, and it just feels like you're playing a game rather than trying to learn to play a game. Another great thing about this game is you can play it seated, which means if you're going to be playing this for hours like I was, being able to play seated is very welcome. One thing I noticed, which was pretty cool, you can adjust the night and day times, which was very handy for me personally. And the game even has seasons, and this affects the world, like it will change your harvest. Certain fruits just don't grow in winter and autumn. So what you can do is go back to your base and you can sleep through a whole season as long as you have enough resources. I did particularly like cooking. It kind of reminded me of Breath of the Wild, and I love the way to start a fire you literally just chuck a log onto where a fire should be. After that, you get your cookbook out, chop up your meat or whatever vegetables you need, chuck it into the boiling water, give it a little stir, and voila! You have 3 meals that you can keep with you or eat instantly. And it can definitely get more in depth. There's some other recipes I did discover, but I haven't even tried yet. All in all, the trailer shows a lot of progression and hunting, which I'm about to get into, but so far I'm really quite impressed. The reason I like this one so much is surviving is kind of easy, and I don't know whether that's tied to the difficulty level I chose, but it's just nice not having to worry about how thirsty and hungry you are while trying to progress in the game. I hate having to constantly seek water, for example, but in this game you can just go up to a river, put your hand in and just drink the water straight from your hand. Oh yeah! That's crazy, it knows you're in water and then you do this. That was pretty cool. Or you can do what I thought was really cool and get some clay, make yourself a jug, and then you bake it to make it hot. I've never done anything with clay in real life before. And then basically you've got your own flask. I thought that was really quite cool. I'm actually doing it. I mean, it's just a pot. Yeah, cool. Yeah. Yes. All in all, I feel like I've really only scratched the surface of what is going to be a very deep survival game. And I will be reviewing the game when it fully releases on March 28. I hope you've enjoyed this insight into the game. If you have, please remember to like and subscribe. Let me know down in the comments if you're looking forward to it, and I'll see you on the next video.